we go. Ta-da! By the way, I'm hearing an echo because you're in the room with me. Oh, you fixed it. But now you're
I'm
muted.
not here anymore.
Yeah, now you're muted and nobody can hear you except for me because you're in the room with me. I should probably say hello to chat. Good evening, chat. I hope you guys are having a very pleasant Friday so far. It's already Friday. My sense of this week is thrown off a little bit because we moved our Monday stream to like Wednesday or one of those other tertiary
It's called
days.
Tuesday, Dave. It was called Tuesday.
It was Tuesday? Yeah, see, I'm all
It was on Tuesday.
I'm discombobulated.
You're discombobulated. Discomboob. But manly.
Discomboob but manly? What does
Yeah,
discomboob normally mean?
Discombobulated, but manly.
I feel like I don't understand the implications of discombobulated now. You're just making up words. You're just saying things.
Got 2 hours.
That doesn't mean you can just say anything at all. There has to be some sort of coherent, logical, big brain structure to all of it.
Remember, everybody, you can say anything you want at any time, anywhere.
Yeah, but it's like the Jurassic Park rule. They thought so hard about whether or not they could, they never stopped to think if they should.
He loves
The
that
Jurassic Park rule: don't make dinosaurs.
favorite one of them.
God gave us one rule: no more dinosaurs. But did we listen?
You know,
Even though they're extremely cool.
I think that was a low-key hint. Don't make a sequel, but they did it anyway.
Yeah, like if you would have listened, if they would have watched Jurassic Park, the first one, they would have been like, "Oh, so we shouldn't make sequels."
Was there a book that the second one was made based off of, or did they just do their own thing with that?
Actually, yes and no. There was a book that Michael Crichton wrote, and it was a good book, and I enjoyed it. And there was especially a cool dinosaur in there that I thought for sure they were going to put in the second movie, because I was like, oh, just like they had like the dinosaur spitting poison in the first movie. That was a cool idea in the book where it's like, oh, you might not know this just from the fossils. So in the second book, he had what were they, Carcharodons? No, that's the shark thing. Carnotosaurus. He had Carnotosaurs, but he was like, hey, what if they were really, really good, like octopus levels of good with like modifying their skin pigmentation, so they're basically like almost invisible, like they're predator-like. And he had those in the book. There was a really cool action sequence where the heroes were like waving flashlights around in the dark because they would see an after image of the flashlight where there was a Carnotosaur that was waiting for him. And I was like, yeah, that is badass. This is going to be an awesome movie. And then the movie just didn't do any of that, and I was kind of disappointed.
Did they just use the name of the book, and that was the only reference?
Yeah, they used the name of the book. So, I don't know, I don't really have an objective
Many
take.
such cases, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't have a super objective take on the second movie, because I was kind of looking forward to another really good adaptation of what I thought was a cool dinosaur book at the time.
Were you talking about the second book or the first one?
I was talking about the second book. The second book, at least my memory reading it when I was a kid, I was like, oh, this is awesome. We are talking about like, 13, 14-year-old David, so maybe take it with a grain of salt, how awesome it might have been.
Was there like a part in the book where a T-Rex from fucking New York City or whatever the fuck it was?
No.
Huh. It's been a long time since I've seen any of those movies. I guess the first one is considered a classic. I think it's good. The second one, I remember liking it. I remember thinking, just like not like being a media literate guy and trying to like understand the meaning of things and all that stuff. Just thinking that it was cool that they upped the stakes by moving dinosaurs into like a populated city. And that's probably just like, I was probably the exact type of person that they made Jurassic World for at that time. So if I watch it again, I don't know, I might not like it again. Oh, well, I was, last time I watched the movies, I was probably above the age of 18. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe like 22 or something like that.
Really? Because I saw that movie in theaters.
The Lost
I think
World?
it was 11.
Yeah. I don't even want to sit around and be like every movie except the first one was bad. Like I said, I would actually maybe one of these days work to the second one again, just because I'd like to see it with maybe a fresh set of eyes. Now that I'm not so near and dear to the second book, maybe I'd see it anew.
I can't get Picardo to work on the laptop again, so I'm gonna have to go to my
Oh
phone.
no.
Oh, is Picardo being weird again?
Possibly. Let me check.
It's not doing that thing that it was doing last time for me.
Yeah, I got it to refresh over here. So on my computer, it looks like the stream on Picardo's keeping up just fine.
Works for me, says Dave.
Yeah. Although Liz, if the main reason you're looking at Picardo is to see the chat, remember if you're looking at the stream on YouTube, it should have the Picardo chat like on the screen of our stream. So
I know, but it's too small. I like to hop around, and I like to type.
Oh, it's too small. What is this? A chat section for ants?
No kidding.
That's actually a movie I have not seen.
Oh no, that is that is an amazing movie.
Well, let me immediately overhype it and ruin it for you.
I am not a kino enjoyer. I don't know. I think part of it is because modern movies just suck so bad that I just sort of like write them off completely. Everything is Marvel now. Everything is Jurassic World. I'm just checked out.
I think that's fair.
You should see Zoolander. I saw that one in theaters too at the time.
Yeah, but at the risk of overhyping Zoolander, I will say every time I watch it again, like there's not a lot of movies I'll just go back to and watch again, but whenever we pop it in again and work to it, it's like, you know what? This is still pretty funny to me. It holds up. The sequel, skip the sequel. Even if you're like, oh yeah, I like the Zoolander style comedy. That was fun for me. Then you would enjoy the first movie. Second movie just for some reason did not work at all. It's just like the humor was not non-functional. It was dead on arrival. I'm not even sure how to articulate it.
Came out like, didn't the second one come out in like 2018 or something?
I don't know when it came out.
Like
honestly,
well after the first one came out.
Yeah. However, they captured like that sort of like spark of amusement in the first one. The second one was it didn't quite work. It reminds me a little bit of when you watch YouTube poops and you're like, oh, YouTube poops are so funny. And then you watch a bad one and you're like, oh no, it's not like this format just guarantees funniness after all.
Were YouTube poops actually always shitty?
No, it's like some of them used to be, there's some YouTube poops that are hilarious and then some of them that are not. It's weird. You'd think, oh no, this is just all like trash. So it's all just going to be like, if you find this funny, then you find it funny at the end. But no. You can have a poorly done YouTube poop, and I guess my point is, the style of humor that was Zoolander, it's basically over the top, just like dumb, stupid, silly characters that are doing the most over the pants on head stupid stuff. Because the main character is a male model, so we're gonna make fun of male models as being totally brainless. It's like not complex, not deep and sophisticated, simple. But it worked, and you'd think, oh yeah, just having a stupid character that's really stupid. So you can't really miss with that. If people like this dumb humor, then they'll like, nope, second movie they tried the same sort of thing and it just did not work.
Yeah, I also watched Anchorman too.
Oh, that was bad too. Maybe our expectations were just too high, remembering the first ones.
I do think that the first movie set the expectations pretty high for the second movie, just because I was expecting more, stupid freak gasoline fight incidents and things of that nature, and I didn't quite get them.
All right, Corbin Cat says it's his birthday.
Unhappy birthday, Corbin Cat. I hope you have a terrible birthday.
Wait, what are you doing? That's the opposite of... That came out of nowhere. Corbin Cat, let me apologize for the vigorous birthday assault that you just endured. Why
Dave
are we
is jealous? You're
Putting
making
you
him feel
on
old.
blast.
Birthday assault.
Yeah, if you remind me of the slow march of death, I get very upset.
We're reverse birthday well wishes over here. If you have a birthday, look the fuck
Well,
out.
I mean, hey, if you just put it out there, anybody can react.
Is Gabe high on tea? T-E-E. No, I don't think anyone's high on tea.
Have you been golfing?
No. What?
What? Golfing?
Well, I mean, they spelled T.
Oh, okay. I get it now.
That was I told you guys I'm not media literate.
He just called you Hazen.
Oh, yeah.
Who just called me?
Yeah, I guess some people might get us confused based off of our shit posting.
Well, you might notice that you never hear Hazen and Dave on stream at the same time, and now maybe you know why that is.
That's true. Actually, that's a great point. He could be switching voices.
Never hear
Gabe's in.
Dave and Liz on stream at the same time. And turns out the whole marriage is a sham.
Yeah,
he just wanted to make it look like he was
it,
socially acceptable.
Just to make it very clear, because I don't want like
AI.
the next stream that I'm not on, and Hazen is, and somebody's just like, hey, remember that time that you like told everyone to fuck off? He's like, what? I don't think I did that. This is Gabe, not Hazen. Hazen is, I don't know where he is. He's not here.
You just sacrificed like your best ruse superpower. You could have been like, this is Hazen telling you the rude thing, and then
that's because I'm a good guy.
You are a good guy.
Oh, Dave.
Yeah.
Say hello to Tutu, who did a Bast and Woods voice for the Elson comic dub.
Oh, hey, cool. Welcome to the stream, Tutu. Thanks for stopping in and saying hey. I hope you are having a good Friday.
What is this? A what dub?
Oh, there was Elson Wong did a comic dub of Dreamkeepers a while back, and he got voice actors for it and the whole 9 yards.
Oh, well, that sounds cool.
Yeah, it was fun. It's kind of fun to like kick back and see how, like, sort of how someone else envisioned the book, and he really went all out. He did a great job. Got like music woven in there and sound effects.
It's the nicest motion graphic comic I've ever seen.
Yeah, he
nearly 2 hours long.
He did a good job on it.
2 hours? Oh my! I thought you were gonna say like, oh yeah, he just did it for like 1 page or something like that. He did it for 2 hours.
Yeah, no, there were he did like 2 separate ones too. I think one was for, man, I can't even remember now. One was for I think volume 3, and one was for volume 4, if I remember right.
No, I think it's just. Wait, I think it's only volume 4. No, it's only volume 4 because volume 3 has the strip club, and he didn't do that one.
Oh, my memory is just blanking out on me. I could have sworn that there was like some Caro action in there. I think there's more
There
motion.
was.
Like a lot of work.
There may be more motion comics than you recall.
Uh-oh. No, there was Caro, but... No? Maybe I'm mistaken. But I really... I don't know. I have to watch it again, which it's on YouTube if you're interested. He called it Dreamkeepers the movie, so it's really easy to find.
Dreamkeepers the graphic novels, Dreamkeepers the movie, next up Dreamkeepers the flamethrower.
Oh, I knew you were gonna do that.
You
Got
didn't know.
everything.
You didn't know for a fact. You suspected. You didn't like go on Polymarket and be like, all right,
Well,
the
if
next
you
words.
didn't do it, if you didn't do it, I was gonna do it.
Someone had
But
to.
anyway, Corbin is going to Italy in October. Oh, how exciting! Italy is lovely,
Oh,
depending
nice.
on which area you're in.
Go to the good.
I hope
good
you see the
area with-
Colosseum.
Yeah, go to the one with all the columns. Go to the Parthenon. The Parthenon is my favorite part of Italy.
You're an idiot.
Go eat some spaghetti and make some pizza.
I actually do wonder, like, at what point did Italy transition from Roman imperial domination, the power of the world, and into like, ooh, it's me, Mario, have some spaghetti, you know? Because it went from one to the other, and it's like, at what point did like a love of pasta sort of like become their more primary trait as opposed to like dominating the Mediterranean? I'm not
Tomatoes.
sure. Tomatoes.
Is that too many tomatoes to work with?
Did they have? I thought tomatoes.
Well, now wait a minute. No, tomatoes were sent over from the New World.
Yeah, so they didn't even
They
have
didn't
tomatoes
have
when Rome was around. Did Italy like get addicted to tomatoes and then like lose their balls or something? What happened?
Well, I heard it was actually.
Maybe the tomatoes came in and destroyed Rome.
I heard there was a
This has been drunken
monarch.
history with Gabe.
Yeah, no kidding. A French or British monarch was really tired of the food and got really into Italian food for a while. Anyway, Tutu says in all seriousness, they were a fan of us before we even cast for the fan dub.
Oh, cool.
Good to see we are constantly growing and being the badasses you are. Well, thank you.
Aw, thank you. We are trying our darndest to make some cool stuff. That's why we're making this stupid prelude, pro art tips, best mistress, so everyone can follow in our incredibly footsteps.
Well, I mean, there are more than this, but these are the ones that have names around here and codes that we follow. And I mean, with 20 years of work, we've made some mistakes, and we have corrected them.
Speak
We're
for
gonna show you what
yourself. We've made some mistakes. I've made them all. No mistake left
You're the
unturned
master.
over here, yeah.
Dave, I have a art-related question.
Yeah, what's up?
If I may be so bold, I noticed that you cleaned up the like sketch work that you did around somebody there.
Yeah.
But how come you don't clean it up on the inside?
On the inside, it's because what I'm doing at this point is I'm separating the line layers from the characters in the background. And this way, when I'm coloring the characters, I can color them and their lines all independently from the backdrop. So it sort of helps separate the characters in the background and make isolating them for shading purposes a lot easier. But you are noticing I'm leaving the sketchiness inside there, because I kind of want to keep the nuance and sketchiness and texture of the line layers on the characters, like with the characters. So it's like I don't want to lose all the texture and nuance of the lines, but I do want to like separate it out from the background as much as possible.
All right. Corbin wanted to see you draw some really ghastly, repulsive nightmares killing some people
Ooh,
for story
cool.
purposes. Okay.
What?
I think Corbin has a list of people who wants the nightmares to eat.
Yeah, I love me some cool grisly nightmare art, but it's gonna be a stupid prelude this week.
Wait until October. Ask him in 2 months.
Yeah, don't worry. Based on the premise of the graphic novels, we should get plenty of monster action as time goes forward.
Memo has arrived.
Hey, Mamo.
All hail Memo.
How's it going? Also, I saw your.
I heard that he had 2 episodes for us today. Perhaps 3.
You are being mean. You are officially being a meanie pants.
I'm gonna end up working Memo to death.
Mamo, you must be strong and ignore the provocations of those who seek your suffering. But no, he actually did, amazingly, again, like we had a stream just like Tuesday or something. He's got another episode lined up, which I did snag it from.
I am starting to feel bad now.
I did snag it from the stream submissions area, so we will scope that out too.
I'm just a psychopath. I like to make people do things against their will for my own enjoyment, just to see if they'll do it. But now I am actually starting to develop empathy.
For the first time ever, I feel something weird. Empathy. That's what they tell me it is. Make it stop.
Look at the time. It's empathy o'clock.
Just for 2 hours, and then it goes away again.
Ooh, Liz, you even got like the different colors for our characters. That's great.
Mhm.
But now I'm gonna tame these colors and make them a little.
Oh, is that why they call it color blocking?
Yeah, because
That's why we call it that. It's flats, really.
I think we always called it color blocking, but then over time I realized that in the corporate side of the industry, they have been calling it color flatting. So it's like maybe we should just start using that term because more people would understand what we're talking about. Kind of the point of using words and communication. But
Phil 98 says his preludes looks like it will be funny. No, it's very serious business tips.
no, this is not for humor purposes. This is for strict education purposes, and what that means, it's intended to be the opposite of funny. It's supposed to be
Yes, it's very serious and cartoon
Very-
form. The word
very,
balloons are going to explain. Word balloons are going to explain the logic of business tips.
Yeah, I want this to be very dour because the more misery is in here, the more people are like, "Oh, this is serious. This is not fun." And then I feel like I'm serious.
Notice that Dave shaved his legs for this one.
Thanks, Liz. I appreciate you pointing out that little detail. That's one of the
Could you
crucial
not?
ones.
But you made your face scruffy, but not the legs.
It's
What
a
is that?
cartoon. You literally you don't draw every like little leg hair on a cartoon.
People do.
It's just
You didn't.
the graphics aren't very good in this image. Once we get to HD, you'll be able to see every hair and pore.
Finally, that's what I want to see. Have you ever seen like a? I don't know if they're still doing it, but at some point they were trying to upscale movies to like 4K using AI, and I saw like a screenshot of one. It just looked like atrocious. Like the characters all had so many weird wrinkles, like just like small, sharp, weird wrinkles all over their faces when you like would pause it. It just looked bizarre. Very suboptimal.
I was trying
Good. It was supposed to look expensive, Dave.
Yeah, you can only watch such expensive looking shows with what is it, like gold plated HDMI cables or whatever the hell you always see on Amazon. They charge like $40 for it. I did actually. I haven't seen like a whole lot of AI upscaled stuff, but I did see somebody tried to do that with Deep Space Nine, and all the old footage of that show is just fucking atrocious. It's like DVD or worse. It's probably actually all worse than DVD. It's like they didn't have like a nice copy of it to put onto a DVD disc. So somebody tried to upscale it, and it was like you would just like pause and look at everybody, and everybody just looked off.
Oh no!
Like it wasn't quite as bad in motion, but you could still tell that like just looks weird. What's going on here? And then you pause it, and like it's just different characters. So I don't know. It's like that is an insane task because you're asking AI to not just upscale an image, but upscale every single frame of an entire video. That's pretty nuts.
Well, there's something to be said too for like the old, resolutions and like the VHS kind of like artifacting and stuff and film grain. People exhaustively talk about film grain, but there really is something where, because the reality is, I think that part of the reason those seem so comfortable to watch is because.
Oh, I forgot an eyebrow right there. Look at that.
Don't worry.
I forgot my eyebrow.
I see it. I'm gonna go in and take care of that shortly. But the issue is like, honestly, literally, our eyes don't actually see as well as we think they do. Even if you have 20/20
That's
vision.
what the chat's saying.
Say what?
That's what the chat's agreeing with here.
Yeah, eyes don't actually pick up that much detail. Like the only area of sharpness in your eye, it's like a very, very small region in the center. And because your eye is always sort of like darting around subconsciously, it assembles all of these details without you really thinking about it. But at any given moment, vision is not actually that high of resolution. The reason that we think it is because literally your brain is taking a shitload of raw data from your eyes, from your optic nerve.
Your brain's taking a shit.
No, thank you, Liz, for your contribution. I really appreciate you on the stream, and I want to say it wouldn't be the same without you. Where was I? Ah, yes, distracted by the wife.
Actually, Liz couldn't make it today.
I was talking about optic
We're not sure when
nerves,
she's gonna be
and
back.
I was in the groove, Liz, the optic nerve groove, the coveted podcaster streamer optic nerve groove, and you threw me right out of
I
it.
had to ruin it. I had to grab that one.
He messed with his Dracula flow.
Yeah, that was gonna be the section where people would finally stop and be like, oh man, this guy David, he might not be retarded. Did you hear him talk about optic nerves? That was the moment when we realized there might be something rattling around in his head. And then my wife entered the scene. Total destruction.
So anyway.
So
hey, Corbin wants to know what your future convention plans are.
Oh, future convention plans as of now? Actually, I don't think we really have any plans for specific conventions. We will post it on the newsletter as soon as we do get specific plans, but I think we're like, oh, Megaplex, if you were on the newsletter, you know what happened with that. No more Megaplex. And so for now, we're just kind of, we're going to do this last Monroe Pop Fest. But even that, it kind of has felt really nice to have more time to work this season, actually. So I kind of feel like, you know what? I'd like to get some big Dreamkeepers projects done. I'd like to get some stuff nailed. And maybe we'll, like, fire up more of a convention tour after that happens. Or who knows, maybe some good opportunities will come up before then, but as of right now, I'm just kind of in a groove where I want to be producing stuff and kind of staying in the saddle. So we don't really have any other conventions planned right now.
Yeah, so basically, we want to get some projects like Volume 6, maybe Ascension out of the way, and then we are looking at much larger mainstream, like 5 times larger, more than 5 times larger than Megaplex next time. So
yeah, Well, and it's not all about quantity. Sometimes quality is an issue, but well, let's not get into that. But yeah, we're going to be looking at different conventions. Oh, this is an arm on tally. I'll fix that as well.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
You're right. I missed that one.
You can't tell unless you're psychic.
Sometimes I can tell, and sometimes I am psychic. Oh no, we're not. Oh, I don't know about San Diego Comic Con. It's really like we have to. Logistics come first, and the logistics problem at San Diego Comic Con is flight combined with moving merch across that much space.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm not really making big convention plans until we get. I don't know. I want to get some more stuff done. I want to get the Captain's Log 4 out. I know you guys have been like, "Oh, you were talking about that like months ago." I have, and I was, but it is actually, in fact, getting closer to being done. And it's not like the biggest deal in the world, but I do think it's pretty fun, and I'm looking forward to sharing
Leo
that.
says that Gator is adorable. Thank you. Yep, that's Tallahassee. She's at a sanctuary now, but she's with us in spirit, running the company.
Yeah, plus this is sort of like a retrospective of all our various business techniques from the years, so I thought it made sense to let Tally just chill in the photos, in the panels.
And she's timeless, and these are photos.
Gotta color up all these photos. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I think the
What
worst...
do they call it? Colorizing?
Colorizing?
What
Yeah.
they call
2009, colorized. I think the worst AI
Time to
upscaling...
colorate these comics.
Exactly. The worst AI upscaling thing I ever saw, I think. I forget where I was even at when I saw this, but I think it might have been a hotel, maybe? Because sometimes hotels have TVs.
Oh, no.
And they had, like, Berserk. Oh, no, it was on YouTube. Someone was like, yeah, I recorded this off of my TV. That's where it was. But someone had put the old Berserk anime on their TV and then recorded it, but their TV was doing the thing where the AI was interpolating the frames. So that way it's like, oh, all the sports are going to be like 120 frames per second or whatever it is. And of course, with this animation was like probably not even on twos. It was probably, I don't know, like 8 FPS, something like that. So especially when there wasn't even a frame on every still, there was like, a few mouth frames for like the speaking, and that's typical with anime. But then the upscaler or the interpolator or whatever this godforsaken thing was, it was trying to make super duper smooth mouth open and close motions, and it was just garbling it and turning it into like some really just insanely uncanny valley. Like you couldn't like not notice it. It was just like jump off the screen at you that these mouths were moving in a strange fluid, just like mealy way that did not feel like anime at all.
Yeah, that form of interpolation only works if every single frame is updated. If you're watching a 24-frame animation and it only like 12 of those frames actually have new information in them, then it looks like utter shit.
Yeah.
All right, it's going too fast for me to figure out. He said, I think it's through. Furo says you should make CouchCon the biggest convention in the world. Oh, you have no idea how much of a nightmare it is to work with artists online just trying to get them in order. In person, that is impossible.
I feel like we did a good service during the pandemic. We kind of served as a Noah's Ark for a lot of artists that had no other options. But now that the pandemic's over, people are kind of going back to normal. It's definitely a chore to manage something for an army of artists. So I think that we were like totally probably common sense to sort of step back and be like, well, we had this big online event for a bunch of other artists. They don't really need us anymore. Our work here is done. We just have CouchCon is now basically just like a Vivid Publishing little online convention. And
it is a
Excuse me.
full-time job trying to do that, and we have more important things to do. We would not be making art, we'd be like corralling people for.
Yeah, a lot of cats to wrangle, a lot of like online table setups to babysit and troubleshoot. But I do like the idea of just continuing to like keep CouchCon rolling with Vivid, and especially if we can start getting more of our gaming content actually through the pipeline later on. I think that CouchCon could get really fun.
Dominique wants to know if Tally is in a better place. She is in Athens, Michigan, hanging out with all the other alligators her size in a mud pool. right now. I've seen her.
Like,
She had mud
the
on her
side.
head.
if you ask
No.
me, I don't think it's really better. But if you ask her, she's in mud and sun, and she has a bunch of other alligators to hang out with. I don't know. She's getting kind of bratty. It seemed like she was literally climbing the walls in here, so it just seemed like she was ready to level up and go to alligator boarding school.
No kidding. Are lucid dreamers able to interact with the world of the dream keepers?
That is a good question, actually. I would say generally probably not, but you might have exceptions if there's people that are like, like particularly trained in mystical shamanic rites or things like that. Not sure what that would look like from the dream world's perspective, but
Maybe mushrooms?
yeah, if you take enough illegal drugs, then you will see the dream world. I promise you that.
And you can
Now,
date
don't-
V for an hour.
No,
if
this
you
is-
get really,
this is,
really
uh,
fucked
And
up.
now,
This is not legal advice. You do not get to date V if you take illegal drugs. That was a joke.
can I draw V dating me?
You
Yes.
can do that when you're not on drugs.
If you do a sweet backflip off of a motorcycle going over Niagara Falls, your drawing skills will improve. That's one of our main pieces of advice I try to give to new artists. So
That's the one that you're not gonna say in Minecraft. You're not gonna give a disclaimer for it. You're gonna say do a
No,
backflip.
do a barrel roll. Do a barrel roll and film it.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Well, see, the thing is, I don't have to say in Minecraft, because if someone actually does this, if they backflip off of Niagara Falls on a motorcycle, they're not going to be around to sue me anymore. It's going to be like hasta la vista, so I'm in the clear.
Will we get the views, or do they get the views after death? I don't
Oh no,
know.
I think it's fair for their account to get the views. I don't want to like be, I don't know, taking views from the dead. That seems sort of like vampiric.
Well, hey, Disney does that
Gulp,
with their
Dave,
movies.
did you know that we're live right now?
What, like publicly?
Yeah, we're live. Everyone can hear
Yeah.
this.
Well, I'm not, but I'm saying how I don't want to take views from the dead, and I don't want to be a vampire.
Dave doesn't want to be Disney and make money off of other people's movies long after they pass.
Like Disney. Well, I'm not saying Disney. Like, I'm not saying Walter Disney was a vampire getting views from the dead. That was just like anyone that's written a book.
I'm just saying the people who
It's okay, viewers.
run
We'll
Disney
reconstruct you
now.
with AI. We'll turn you into bots. We'll put you into the chat here, and you will live on.
It would be different if I was over here saying I do want to be a vampire, but I'm saying very clearly and explicitly that a vampire is not what I want to be. See how that's fine and different? It makes me seem like a human. It makes me seem like normal.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Liz,
does.
We've got
Dave did not read Twilight or watch those movies, I guess. So.
That's the one where the vampires are like all sparkly and nice, right? That seems kind of.
Yeah, actually, I was watching a Twitter video making fun about how it's about the main character being a skank and cheating with them back and forth.
Oh no, all these monsters are fighting for whoever gets to date me the most. Oh, how will I ever choose?
Yeah,
Is that actually
yeah,
it?
that's the movie. Yes, that is actually the movie.
I don't know.
This guy's really alluring, but then this guy's really mysterious. Oh no, I'm very, very torn, and they both like me, and they're hot. One's
Which
a
dick
wolf,
should I
oh.
suck? So many
Yeah.
to choose from. They're all around me.
I'm just a normal girl, really, I swear, but they're all into me.
Do we have any, what is that series called? Dusk?
Twilight.
Do we have any, like, Twilight fans in the, chat that want to defend the honor of Twilight and say, no, it's actually way deeper than that? Because
I think everybody grew up and kind of buried those memories.
I'm just saying, like, I feel like we need a devil's advocate defender of, the honor of the Twilight series here, but I'm not really good at it because I didn't watch it. So I don't have the insider knowledge to put up a good defense.
Would you like a compliment?
Sure.
Okay. Leo says, I absolutely adore your style. It's so unique.
Aw, thank you. That is very nice of you. And definitely the sort of style that a vampire would not have. Now you know.
All right, good. All right. Would you like some conspiracy?
Oh yeah, conspiracy stuff is fun.
Okay, have you heard of the Gateway Project? It was a CIA project from the 1980s where they were trying to use astral projection to spy on the Soviet Union and allegedly discovered the spirit world in the process.
Oh yeah, like that was an actual project. I think the discovering the spirit world is the allegedly part, but that's a project that the CIA definitely.
really?
No, yeah, they put all kinds of work into it, and apparently
And probably money.
If you listen to the lore, they actually did have some positive results from like all of the remote viewing stuff. Like I think they were having trouble finding the location of like a plane wreck for some reason, and someone doing the remote viewing technique was able to like pinpoint on a map of the world like where this plane was, and then they actually found it. Supposedly though, there was also a lot of misses. You know, as you would expect, there was a lot of like false positives with the different remote viewing techniques. So I don't know if that's really something that they continue to do to this day, but it's really interesting. They actually put a lot of research into it, and I believe a lot of the research is public now. The really fun thing is, you know, so like, oh, ESP, psychic stuff, blue. It's sort of a, you know, if you're quote-unquote serious in academics, you just like dismiss it all, because that's what you do. You dismiss anything that doesn't really accord with the popular prevailing worldview. But I think someone was trying to disprove a lot of these remote viewing sort of experiments. And so they compiled a list of like, oh, here's all the different ways that the original experiments were flawed. Because, for example, the person running the experiment, they know what's in the envelope, and then so their facial expression might have had microscopic changes because this test subject was in the same room. So those microfacial expressions, that might explain why the data indicated there was something to this. So we're going to make these experiments even more airtight. And so they did a whole round of new experiments where it was all more airtight. And actually the deviation from statistical randomness increased, which they were not expecting. So it seemed to indicate that there was actually more statistical evidence because these people were identifying things that were well beyond the margin of like what they would have identified if it was truly random.
Okay, so to answer Corbin's question, yes, Dave has heard of this.
So what I'm saying is, if you're ever lost in the woods, or if you can't remember a test answer, just stare real hard at the envelope on the teacher's desk and open your third eye. And technically, I don't think that's even considered cheating.
Willie Silver believes the only Twilight that matters is Twilight Sparkle.
Yeah, that's fair. Twilight Sparkle's a good one. One of the good ones.
You can't have her, though. That's somebody else's wife.
Twilight... The pony?
Yeah.
Is the pony, like, canonically married? I didn't think that they were... I didn't think the...
No, that was some fan.
Some fan married?
Declared it and went on a fight.
Oh, that's like, it doesn't, if it's just a fan declaring something, that's not necessarily canonical. You can kind of ignore that.
It's called headcanon, okay?
I support headcanon, but the feature of headcanon, what makes it headcanon is other people can ignore it.
Ah!
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
You killed Gabe. Gabe died on stream.
You got me.
That's because I said
headset.
people can ignore headcanon, and that made him upset because he has some headcanon.
All right.
Yeah,
well,
I got
now chat's telling us which pony is the best pony. So we did something here.
Oh, which one?
Sorry.
Which one is the best pony?
Apparently Applejack.
I could see that. Applejack seemed to have a rustic charm to her, from what I recall.
Wait. If it's headcanon, no. Headcanon cannot ignore people. People can ignore headcanon.
But can't headcanon ignore whatever it wants to? So it could ignore people.
It usually does. I'm not sure it should, though. There is a movie with dinosaurs in it, Dave. Apparently it's The End of Oak Street. Is that one good?
I don't know. I haven't seen that. It reminds me, The End of Oak Street. I saw a preview of that, and it was like dinosaurs in a suburb or something. And I have no idea if it's related, but it reminds me of another dinosaur book I read. Maybe around the Jurassic Park era. I was a kid, 12, 13. What was that book called? Footprints of Thunder, I think. And in that book, there was some sort of a quantum event that caused like tessellated regions of the landscape to suddenly switch temporal states. So you had just like a patchwork of areas like in suburbs and cities and stuff that suddenly it was like prehistoric there. And whatever was the modern day stuff presumably got zapped back into like being part of the prehistoric world. So then you suddenly had people and dinosaurs living in the same general environment, and it was all like, "What's going on? How do we reverse the time thing?" It's been like since that must have been like middle school that I read that book. I don't even remember much about it.
Okay, Leo says Rarity is the best pony, so good to know that we're not going to have fights over ponies. Everybody has claimed each pony as their own.
Wait, Rarity's the best? I thought Applejack was the. I'm prevailing upon the expertise of our chat here. I don't know, so if I'm getting conflicting answers, then
well, maybe I'm just saying it's a tie, and there is actually no fighting.
Is there no fighting? Because I'm hearing Applejack and Rarity, and that if I'm asking for the best one, then we have a death match on our hands.
Well, I don't think Picardo and YouTube are going to find each other here. They're kind of separated, so there seems to be walls here, possibly borders.
Yeah, but there's no walls or borders inside my mind. I'm very open-minded, and now I have Rarity and Applejack both in the number one slot, and they can't both be in the number one slot, and I need help to make sure that there's only. It's like Highlander.
Oh, I have an answer. Well, it's like headcanon, honey. Yeah, we can just ignore that.
You say that I could just ignore that, but...
Oh, we can just ignore you.
As David decides to be deliberately difficult.
All right, Ruben wants to know what happened to Day Raiders Descendants decided the lore book.
Actually, it is.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
I know I read it to you, but I've also hit you with a lot of lore, so.
I have been having a little lore dumps. There is lore dump all over the desks.
Yuck.
Yeah, but no, there's actually I don't know if it's like very detailed, but there is an explanation as to what went on with the Day Raider lineage and what the supposed status of it is to this day, and where it fit in with the last War of Powers and like the battles for succession in Andoruna.
So the trick is to not dump lemonade on the lore that's all over the desk.
I haven't even not a drop of lemonade has hit it. Why would you?
I'm just saying, it's been tough.
You know what else is a good idea? Like, don't do any atomic elbow drops on it. Also, don't throw it in the road. Also, don't like dump hot tar on it.
I don't try to.
None of these things have happened.
I hand you
so
lemonade. I hand you lemonade, and I have to work around the desk because there's lore everywhere.
I'm just saying, it's so full of safety. Nothing has happened, so there's no reason to think that I would be irresponsible with my lemonades. I'm very, very responsible with my lemonades.
I'm just saying, we need to make sure everything is in plastic sleeves, and I'm concerned about the mythology book in the middle of all of it.
Listen, I'm a sleeve supporter, but don't talk to me like I can't handle my lemonades. I'm pretty good at mine.
You're a slave to the sleeves? 'Cause that's me. I am a slave to the sleeves.
I'm a sleeve supporter, but I am not beholden to the sleeves. I feel like that's a very important distinction to make.
So Dave actually has a robe like that, but it's a little brighter red. I just didn't want it to go in with the shirt that hard.
Exposed. Thanks, Liz. I appreciate it.
You don't have socks like that, and I wish you'd put some hair on your legs, bugging me.
I can add. Do you need me to put like gigantic Chewbacca fur on this panel? Cause
I kind of do. It's funnier if you do.
It's gonna spend the next 2 hours drying every single hair.
I know. Well, it just looks weird to me. I know you don't put it on your arms, but your legs are looking really, really shaved, honey.
You know what? Just for you, I'm gonna make like gloss. I'm gonna make like shiny. Like they're gonna look like they're latex now. They're gonna be like rubber legs. So I hope.
Yeah, make your legs shiny so you just. How hairy should they be? Maybe match the stubble a little bit here. I don't know. Copy paste your face hair onto your legs. Honey.
No one is thinking about my leg hairs except for you. You're the only one. You're making it weird, not me. You.
No, I had to fix them weird earlier. Don't get me started on that one.
In her defense, no one else has to see them.
That's true. That is
Unless
true.
you wear shorts, I guess.
Time for
Willie Silver's saying Sasquatch, Harry. They've seen your arms.
They have seen my arms. My arms have hair all over them. Definitely not shaved arms.
EMV says Wolverine Harry. EMV's been missing for a while. He says he was shadow banned on Twitter.
Oh, that's weird. I'm sorry that social media has shadow banned you. It always seems like it's hit or miss on those things.
Yeah, you can still see the chat though. I don't know what you're doing. It's not a conspiracy. Lemons are actually man-made. They were mixed. What was it? Mixed between a citrus and a lime? I forget what it is.
So basically, when life gives you lemons, don't blame God. Is that the?
No, it's our fault.
When life gives you lemons, it's because you splice them together.
I
With
am
other
all about the when life gives you lemons, you paint that shit gold. I am all about that one. That's the only one for me.
I remember you had a fridge sticker to that effect at some
I
point.
still do. I got a new one. It's on the dishwasher right now.
Oh, I wasn't aware that you had replaced it.
Yeah. Dominique says he's shadow banned too. I'm not sure that's true. We may have to look into that.
Possible, who knows? I kind of wish that they would just give your account like a little internal thing that just says like, oh, here's like the condition of your account's searchability and blah, blah, blah. You know, it's like, I don't know why you wouldn't notify people when their account status is impacted and why. It just seems like the more transparency, the better when it comes to that sort of thing.
When I was talking about lemonade, we actually juice our own seedless lemons though in a juicer and make this like, and we put the rinds in and everything.
I do make a lot of lemonade from lemons, technically.
I know. And we sweeten it with stevia. So it's the most. It's kind of like if you take the Simply lemonade, but you like really purify it.
It's the most
and you can
wonderful time. Well, skipping right over
Funny
Halloween. Sorry.
It's funny that you guys are talking about that because I asked for I don't know what they're called, but they're like little bottles that have resealable caps on them that like hold in pressure.
Oh, cool.
And I asked for them so I can make ginger bug.
Ginger
I
bug.
want to make my own orange soda. Yeah.
I forget what they're called. I've seen those though. But peels really I'm abbreviating names, so give me a break. Yes, with the peels. We juice them with peels, we cut out the seeds, we do the whole thing.
Yeah, I feel like that's why it's so intense, because I think we get a lot of flavor from the peels, actually.
Yeah, the zest has tons of flavor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have a hard time. I've tried to get zest from the store. I think I was making something with zest, and that was part of the ingredient. But I actually tried making my own zest.
I didn't even consider that you could just buy zest. You know, it's a good idea.
But I ended up scraping the lemon peel trying to make my own zest. It's not the same. It's not as good.
You're not fully clean unless you're zestfully clean. There, I just dated myself.
What is that for a pledge commercial?
Presumably it's from like whatever product. I don't even remember the product, but it had as its tagline, "Zestfully clean."
Well, first of all, that kind of sounds like a soda, but I know that's a cleaning supply. Soaps is really sober.
Yeah, like some kind of soap, but I don't remember what kind of soap it is. I just know that these 90s jingles, I don't know what commercials these days are doing, but those 90s jingles were incredibly permanent and well constructed.
They were cooking. You gotta listen to some of that Molly McButter. That's the good stuff.
The Mr. Clean. No, I just imagine you sitting in that robe that you drew, eating bonbons, watching soap commercials to your soap operas, and your I Love Lucy black and white shows.
Honestly, I probably was watching Toonami, and I was probably drawing while I was watching Toonami.
And they were playing like mom soap things on Toonami.
Mom soap things? Yeah, I don't know. I saw these commercials somewhere. It happened.
Who needs to be cleaner than Weaves? Probably no one, right?
Yeah.
By the way, people, this stupid prelude that has pro art business tips is actually 2 pages. So there are more business tips on the other comic page, and we haven't even seen them.
Oh, there are more business tips. So many business tips.
Maybe a Monday. Got a lot of business tips.
I think it's gonna come together pretty fast once I get the character line separation massaged, and then the color choices.
I can never tell how you get so sketchy. I can never tell how serious you want that to get for me. You're very good about not smudging, but you get some lines everywhere. You get a little nutty. YouTube thinks said it was a crappy green bar, so called Zest.
Was it actually called Zest? Wow.
Or something. And that does sound familiar. Maybe it was like a, not a mint, but like a something green. I do remember one. I remember it in neat. I like the smell of that one back in Ohio. We don't use it anymore though. We have different soap. All right. Have you thought of using a different video platform like Rumble or Daily Motion?
Daily Motion?
I have never heard of Daily Motion.
No one ever has.
We like Picardo because we can do not safe for work on here. And like we did Twitch for a long time, but we did not like some of Twitch's behavior.
Actually, I think we're on Rumble. I don't think we're streaming on there right now, but I think we actually have a Rumble channel.
Yeah, there's been a lot of little outcroppings of like, we're going to take on YouTube, and I haven't really seen any of them take off, honestly.
I don't think anybody has, frankly. I think closest is Newgrounds. Oh yeah, you're in the second one now. Good.
Actually, yeah, you're probably right about that.
Oh, you're back to this one.
Yeah, I've got so we've got like a Rumble channel. We were cross-posting videos on Rumble for a while, but it just seemed like there was virtually zero of people on there, so YouTube is where the views are at, unfortunately.
That's alright. Okay, Phil 90 is Vimo still a thing. I remember when Vimo was brand new and everyone was really excited about it. I have not heard anything. I thought it was just for like music videos that were mainstream. There was a guy in college who was like really into making music videos. He was like, "We're gonna be on Vimo," and that was it.
I don't even remember that. Must have been a while ago if it was college.
It was old Confined Clothing, if you know that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I am. Ruben on YouTube, I can neither confirm nor deny that lore idea because I have not read the lore book yet because it's not done.
Well, I mean, we've gone over the lore together, but it's hard to keep it all. There's so much lore; it's kind of hard to keep it all completely fresh and distinct in our minds.
Yeah, Dave is currently working on Serapeum lore all over his desk, and I have not seen any Day Raider stuff, so I can't answer that. EMV thinks he was banned for saying stuff about Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Someone on Twitter was like, "You're bad-mouthing Kingdom Hearts 3?
Disney.
That's the last mistake you'll ever make."
Well, maybe Elon thought you needed a break if you got into Kingdom Hearts 3 debates.
Oh yeah, we got to be debating about Kingdom Hearts 3, please.
I wanted to play the first one, and I got a but like a hints book, and I started reading. It's like, nope. Too much work.
I think there's been a lot of... I've seen a couple artists complaining. Psy Coyote had an issue recently with some of his safe for work art getting tagged by social media, by Twitter, as not safe for work. He's like, what the hell? This is safe for work art. What are you guys doing this to me for? We had the same thing, actually. Like, you know, the recent sketch of the month with Faye and Bast's mom, and then Bast is a little baby. Twitter tagged that as, like, sensitive adult content. I don't know why, but if you're like, "Oh, I never saw your sketch of the month on social media," it's possibly that's why. It's someone, and by someone I mean like a poorly designed algorithm at Twitter was like, "This was a little too spicy."
Alright, EMV actually says it was because he loved Kingdom Hearts too much. He loves Kingdom Hearts, and the comment was positive.
Oh, it was positive. Usually, like, That, I guess that can happen sometimes, but usually you think like, oh, I have some critique about something. It's easier, I think, to trip the algorithm if you have something negative to say versus positive. But I guess it's just so well designed, you never know what is going to happen these days.
All right. Leo says, I want to go draw. I need to figure out how going live works. Well, you don't actually need a camera unless you're doing like live drawing. We've done that before. We do that sometimes. But Dave, what kind of, are you able to explain the programs to do this, or what can you say?
Can you rephrase the question?
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you give some advice on how to do live streaming for drawing?
Oh, I guess live streaming for drawing. If you're talking about physical pencil and paper, you got to get like a little.
No.
No.
No, I think we mean like what you're doing right now.
Oh, like what you're doing now. Yeah, I guess whatever program you're drawing in. OBS is software that lets us stream. So you just get OBS and you set up your little scenes in there, and then have like a YouTube account or something hooked up and should be ready to roll.
Are you familiar with ArtFlow on a Samsung tablet S7?
No, never heard of it, but
we don't use a phone for this.
I've never really had a tablet. I've got a PC. I've had laptops before. I grudgingly use my phone for things at times because that seems to be the way of the world. I just kind of have to. But aside from like a phone and a PC, I don't really. Well, tablets are sort of that like middle territory that I just never really dabbled in. So I don't know how to do anything really on a tablet.
Yeah. Oh, Mammoth's friend Oreo is in. Hi, Oreo.
Hey, Oreo, how's it going?
All right. Let's see. In the old days, going live with your art meant just setting up an easel in a public space so others could watch you work. Yeah, when we were out west, I forget if it's either Colorado or New Mexico, and there were all of these artists painting in the field with easels set up.
Yeah.
And it was so funny watching them like just strategically throughout a field, all pointed at the same mountain, and just standing there like just kind of like noodling around like they were very important and taking hours and hours and hours all painting the same rock.
Well, they were having fun. Plus, like, paintings it's not like snapping a photo. It takes a little while. But yeah, they were doing plein air studies. And that's because, what were those canyons called? It was, but it was the one that Georgia O'Keeffe, she was all about painting those canyons. So now people always go there, and there's like all this like Georgia O'Keeffe sort of memorabilia in their little museum and stuff.
Yeah, but the thing that amused me is that none of them wanted to stand next to or near each other because they wanted their space to feel like they were the only one, but they also didn't want the artist in the shot that they were trying to paint too. So they were strategically throughout the field.
Stinky art supplies.
Well, the guy that would just set up his easel like 2 feet to the side of someone else, stare straight at them, and paint them as they were painting, that guy probably got uninvited from the painting club, if I'm to guess. He was making it weird.
It was just so funny how they all needed like their 20-foot space to feel like they were the only one there, but they had to get along with everybody. It was really cute.
I don't know. It was a big landscape, plenty of wilderness to share.
Yeah, hi Oreo. Apparently Oreo helped Mamo with some of the animations and stuff, otherwise Mamo would be stuck with pictures.
Oh,
so
nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, I know, I believe, I hope I'm not remembering wrong, but I believe he was the one that made like the Ghostbusters intro animation with like a Dreamkeepers mashup. It was really cool.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
Oh, okay. It was EMV got in trouble for saying nice things about Kingdom Hearts 4, not 3. It was a typo, so perhaps that's why.
Yeah, someone over there at twitter.net not taking kindly to people's opinions on Kingdom Hearts, apparently.
Dominique says that YouTube has been banning and demonetizing people's channels and content for being animators. I saw that too. A lot of big animators had to argue with them and try to get around the algorithm and the bots.
Yeah,
usually throwing a fit publicly works. So
the thing is, actually, it doesn't. Throwing a fit publicly will absolutely work if you are huge and have like a big audience. and that is of course, like sort of like the 1% if you look at the Pareto principle. So a minority of people can throw a fit and maybe get saved, but most people are just going to be plumb out of luck.
I throw a fit, you must submit.
Yeah. But yeah, I think I think I saw someone complaining about that where they're like, hey, listen, YouTube, please like listen to me. My content, my cartoons have swears and it's for adults. And you forced me to categorize it as for children because your algorithm told me it was for children.
Oh, that one, yeah.
It is actually not for children. It is only for adults. And now you have banned my channel because I've shown inappropriate things as for children. And it's like, I tried to tell you very clearly this is not at all for children, but you wouldn't listen. So it's just all these big tech companies are really excited to, I guess, automate all of their moderation decisions, and it's just a complete disaster. I don't know. I'm not even like the biggest like I hate technology. Oh, I hate AI more than anything. It's a cool tool. It has, obviously, I think it has some pretty fun potential. But that said, like any tool, it can really be misused in a lazy, terrible way, and I think that we're seeing a lot of that.
It really needs a human behind it who can monitor and fix when it messes up, because it keeps messing up. You don't want it to just run amok unchained.
Everyone really just wants it to be like an all or nothing thing. You either have to hate it or you have to use it for everything, and it's just not the case. You are allowed to use it when it's good and ignore it when it's bad, and sometimes it is bad.
It is such a like broad category of technology. I mean, it would be like saying like the internet is bad, and then like listing off a bunch of horrible things that have been done on the internet, on the World Wide Web. And it's like, yeah, terrible things can happen on the internet. That is true. Some pretty cool things can happen, but it's like such a category of capabilities. It is very, very silly to just try to cram it into some sort of a binary.
Yeah. And I mean, how many things really are binary?
I can only think of two.
Computers are pretty binary.
But
I mean, there's not like a ton of things. Like usually in life, things are in some kind of spectrum. So just it's like assuming that it's binary is kind of crazy.
Yeah. Mainly, I just want the ability to whine about it, but also be happy about it at the same time.
You're a happy whiner?
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. You did not put hair on the legs, so we should just do that.
You're all about the leg hair. You're so into the...
You're the one showing your legs off here, sir.
You know what?
Get me started on what it used to look like.
You know what? I have run out of a beverage, so if you're so obsessed with leg hair, I bet you never thought that you'd ask for leg hair so much that I had to take a break and get another thing to drink. So you guys will just have to look at this other page.
What I do.
I'll be back soon. Think twice before you ask for leg hair again.
Oh my god.
Oh, what a brat. You hear him laughing off mic. Gabe, he's being a brat. You know what? I mean, I should just go in here and draw leg hair on a legger just to fuck with him.
He's a bad bitch.
Yeah. It's unchained. Got out of his corner again. Voiceover says mics are always live. Yeah, they sure are. But the question is, can you hear him on mine off to the side here or not? I'm not sure.
Conversion kit for your computer. Maybe I missed something. I don't know. I have no idea what the fuck that means. Conversion kit for, is that like getting a lift kit for your car or something? You're gonna raise your computer off the ground. Oh, talking about the binary stuff. Well, I don't know what a conversion kit for a computer to make it not binary would even look like. I don't know. I guess like you probably could. You could probably invent it. Maybe that's what quantum computing is. You could probably invent a computer that deals with more than just, on and off switches, but I don't know. I don't know why you'd want to. You'd probably have to invent a whole new set of little things that exist inside of CPU circuits to make them like do logic.
CPU circuits do logic.
They sure do, Dave. You got it.
Yeah, Gabe called you a bad bitch when you left.
What?
I did do that. She's not lying.
You better denial that. You better say no. I didn't.
She called you bratty, and I called you a bad bitch.
I'm being called names.
Both are true. Both are true.
Chad, did you defend me when I was gone? Because I couldn't defend myself.
A hairy ass bad bitch.
I was busy getting coconuts.
No, that's the thing, is that his legs are too clean on this one. What the hell, Dave?
I feel like you're just tattling on me, telling everyone in the world that I have hairy legs when they wouldn't have known. They had no way of knowing.
Look at that, you don't draw them right.
Until my trust was betrayed.
Well, Willie Silver multi-core CPUs running in parallel, has nothing to do with binary or not binary. That's just programming computer cores do operations that are in parallel. It's still binary. It's just more cores are doing the same thing.
Nah.
I don't know anything about making parallel programs, but I'm pretty sure that's true.
Dave, I really like how all of our business tips lead here to the money party at the end. I like that direction we went in.
Oh yeah, it's just more fun that way.
Yeah, I wish you wouldn't cover up my cute dress with a word balloon though. Same with your suit. Oof.
I'm sorry, the word balloons that are out there, they gotta do their thing.
I know, but I was like, I'm gonna color this with them off and then see the damage.
Now we got the chat talking about quantum computing.
Uh-oh.
I do not understand. I guess I don't have to read chat.
I don't understand. I don't understand quantum computing either. I
just got started.
I mean, that would be my interpretation of it, Furio, is that it's like calculating the result of multiple answers at once or something, but I just have no idea why you'd want to do that. It literally does not compute in my brain. I guess that's not really literal. I don't get it.
Ask him which My Little Pony is the best, and let's let him go at it. I don't know.
Ask him which what?
Which My Little Pony is the best pony, and just, let Chad handle it. Keep him busy. It works every time.
If we ever want to be incredibly divisive, just get into the ponies topic.
Yeah, you can do
Chat,
that.
what is your MLP pony tier list?
Yeah, no, seriously. It's like, I'm going to take a 10-minute break and just ask them about ponies. Just let them go. Everybody has an opinion on the ponies.
Everyone except me, apparently.
That's because they haven't put them in the fan art yet. I saw Izzy from the latest pony movie, which I think we should have done. That would have been funny. But you've never had to do a pony fan art.
That's true.
Which actually we're harvesting tonight.
We are harvesting. So if you guys were like, if
You're harvesting ponies?
No, we're harvesting ideas for the voting.
We could be.
So if someone's like, if only Dave could draw Flutter Dark or whatever their name is, you can.
That's a good name. That is a good name. Flutter Dark.
That is a good name. That sounds like somebody's OC.
Flutter Dark.
You just stole somebody's content by mentioning that without giving permission, by the way.
Probably.
Oh no, gave them fame and attention. It could be good, Gabe. We stole it or we made them famous.
Something tells me we don't want to mess with the creator of Flutter Dark, okay? Could
be
get
like
bad.
I was gonna make a joke about like an evil Mario, but that's just Wario, and the Wario's entire origin story sounds like it's somebody's made up OC. It's just
yeah.
He's like Mario's evil brother, and they just took Mario's name and flipped the M to a W, and then that's a bad guy. There you go.
I kind of thought that's what they did. So
No, I think that's basically all there is to it. They were just like, we want to make a Game Boy game. We need a villain, and so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna flip the M, and we're gonna make him big. And then they gave him his own game series, and he's like my fucking favorite character now.
Gabe doesn't like
love
Mario,
Wario.
but he thinks Wario is great. Ooh.
yeah,
I'm
it's-
okay with Mario. I like some Mario things, but I love the Wario games so much because the way I feel like the design process for a Wario game is, all right, what can we do that's just batshit insane or retarded? And we're just gonna do that. We're not gonna like muddy up our Mario series with our crazy ideas. We're just gonna put those all on Wario.
All right, we're just
They
gonna put that
fucking
in the
cook,
Wario corner with the little fence, and he doesn't hop it. And that's the rule: is he just stays in the corner.
Yeah, he's been in a corner for a long time too.
So,
Wario did something with video games that I had never seen in middle school, which was that when I had a Nintendo DS, if I was playing WarioWare, I was not viewed as some silly nerd with his silly video games because all of the girls wanted to play WarioWare. My mom and my
Wow.
sister wanted to play WarioWare on my DS nonstop,
Huh, no kidding.
which was just so weird to me.
You know
And
what?
I think like
What?
WarioWare ended up being kind of like the earliest versions of like phone games.
you know what, Gabe? That started out like you were a player. All the girls wanted my video game.
My
And you're like,
D.
my mom and
My-
my sister.
my my dual screen
Well, I don't know what it's called. A DHS. I don't know what that is.
a THS.
Well, that's what I know. I know what a DHS is. I don't know what your video game thing is.
Yeah, unfortunately, it did not result in me getting mad pussy, just in case anyone's wondering. But
Yeah, Wario did.
it was funny, like that how interested they were in it. It was like, I should have noticed something there. I should have immediately just I don't know, found a way to start making Wario games or monetize that somehow. But
Well, my
don't know.
immediate thought was, how did you take this video game console to school? But and then you're like,
It's
my mom,
portable.
my sister. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I just
You've
mean
never-
like you weren't allowed to.
oh.
Yeah,
well,
when I was in
no
school, like,
It's
we
not like
weren't-
I was playing it during class or anything.
You must have had it on the DL. When I was in school, we weren't allowed to like have a yo-yo in school because kids were having fun with yo-yos, and then what's the school system gonna do? Kids are enjoying yo-yos. We need to ban that. It's like, why?
Oh,
We just
my
do.
School was all about banning everything fun, candies, specific candy, backpacks, specific shirts. They
Yeah.
love that shit.
Snowballs, revolvers, everything
I don't know,
fun,
was-
just
was that,
banned.
like, Was that just like a widespread thing, or is it just like private schools or something?
And
I
mine was
don't-
not private. No, they were just nasty.
Yeah, I was in
nasty
like just like
adults.
straight up peasant school, so I don't think it was a private school only thing.
No, they were
I
just
don't know. That
cruel adults.
I think
I
I
imagine
think
that,
a lot
like,
of people
at
in
that
public
time-
school. I'll just finish real quick. I imagine it seems like a lot of people in public school just really dislike joy, and they want to like take it
Mhm.
away from children.
well, I also kind of think that like at around I don't know when you were in high school, but I imagine like the DS was like kind of crazy because it was it had like Wi-Fi and stuff. This was like like a real like kind of modern device. But like before that, we just had shit like a Game Boy. Game Boy couldn't do
Mhm.
anything except for distract you. So I imagine like these things are coming out. Teachers don't like, I don't know. It just looks like some stupid thing that you're not supposed to have. So they just tell you to fuck off with it, and not bring it to school.
Yeah, yeah.
You need to play with basketballs, okay? That's the only thing that you're allowed to play with.
Things that can slam into your face. You know, things, projectile weapons. It's like the yo-yo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they didn't let us even. It's not like anyone was like playing with the yo-yo during class. It's not like the teacher was like, I can't hear my own lesson over the sound of all of those like YOLOs. Stop walking the dog. We are in calculus. It's like
Asserts dominance by yo-yoing in the middle of the lesson.
it's not. Yeah, that was not happening. Everyone was respectfully using their yo-yos.
No, they were afraid of making Bart Simpsons. 'Cause, you know, like
of making them. Like you're gonna like start cranking Bart Simpsons out of the Bart factory or some shit.
Well, yeah.
We don't want to
Don't
craft
have a
something that
cow,
we
man.
can't contain.
That was the 90s fear, was kids becoming Bart Simpson. Which is why we weren't allowed to watch The Simpsons, because we would be like that.
Or Calvin.
No, we were allowed to be Calvin.
Really?
Calvin
I
used
thought
big words.
I think the first time I saw Calvin was that sticker of him like pissing on something.
No, that's not authentic though. That's bootleg.
Yeah, all the teachers
Well, even
understood
so,
that
like
was.
I recognized that was Calvin, and I was like, oh, that's real. I'm an idiot. I don't know anything about like people just ripping off stuff. That must be Calvin.
All right, Dave, I'm actually running late for time here, but I need to. Do you want me to get that dinner ready?
Oh yeah, we were talking about duck tonight.
Yeah, I know. Because if I do that, I'm gonna need to borrow you to get the spicing right.
If you want, you can, or we could just cook something else tonight.
Yeah, we should do something else. I'm running an hour late. I forgot to do it.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, we'll wait.
When no one's gonna ask me what I want for dinner.
Well, Gabe, I'm not sharing with you.
Okay, fine. I'll just eat ramen, whatever.
This is sad.
You guys will enjoy your duck, and I'll just be over
not.
here eating my noodles.
Oh, Dominique. Duck is it's like the same price as chicken, but it's all dark meat. It's my favorite poultry. I don't like chicken anymore. And it's the perfect two-person bird, and then we turn it into duck soup after. It's like if chicken was all dark meat, and then it has an extra layer of fat, so it's like extra gooey. And then we do duck soup for like 3 to 4 days after, and it's really nice on the budget, delicious. We melt the whole duck body down into soup. It's so nice.
Yeah, literally everything, just like
thought,
little apple cider vinegar. It'll just like melt down in the soup if you simmer it long enough, and then you have just drink the whole duck.
Yes, Willie. Also with Marx Brothers, they get servings too. They each get
I
their
would
own
have thought
bowl.
duck would at least be like, 150% like more expensive than chicken.
No, they're a little smaller, I think, but
I thought it was more expensive, but you've been taking point on the grocery monitoring lately, so.
I mean, even
No,
if not, just because like people have the perception that duck is more expensive, that they would just like be willing to pay more.
no, whole ducks are the same as the chickens, from what I've noticed. Maybe the chickens weigh more, but I mean, frankly, it comes out to be the same around here. And then when we do, like, we could do chicken and chicken soup, but I love the duck so much more.
I think the duck might be technically more expensive, but the thing is, since we get so many meals out of it from the soup, it just winds up being like really, really cheap.
Mm-hmm. And then I make almond flour bread, and we dip it in the broth, and it's just it's so good. But it takes 2 hours to cook at max oven speed, and I did not get that ready in time here. We normally end up eating it around like 11 o'clock at night because it takes so long.
Can't procrastinate if you want to get on the duck train.
No, we gotta start early on the duck train. But not tonight, I guess. We'll figure something out. That's the thing, is that stream is more important than eating for us, as usual. So, art comes first,
Gotta
eating
stream.
after. Yep. Blake Silver says our menu sounds quite delicious. Yeah, I will say Dave's diet limits him on a lot of stuff, but it's actually really, really delicious. And then especially if you like salad and healthy food.
Yeah, I don't know. At first, the diet seemed like,
Yeah, I think
you're
that's
so
honestly, like-
restrictive. But then, like, once you start learning how to prepare the things that you can have, you just find ways to make them good, and you realize there's actually a lot of stuff I never thought about eating before, and you can start to explore all that.
Well, yeah, like for example, Dave's not supposed to eat potatoes. Fries are out, but we do a cassava fry, which is it's a root found in South America. It tastes better than French fries. And it's cooked in coconut oil on the stove. So now, if I go to Burger King, I just won't even get the Burger King fries because we make cassava fries at home that we both eat with the spices. It's amazing.
Yeah, I
And
think
then
that's honestly like you could probably fight a lot of obesity by just teaching people how to cook things good.
I know, but I think a lot of it's laziness. Honestly, it's the convenience of I'm tired. Oh, I just get my what I want that's yummy and I'm done for the day.
Yeah, I mean,
Convenience is a
that's
But
huge
yeah,
true.
part of
Willie,
it,
I
I think.
know. Yeah, we use a lot of seasonings on duck. Dave gets in there with the apple cider vinegar. And then we have a pizza seasoning, which is okay for Dave. It's a mix of stuff. And then we put that on the fries. We call them pizza fries. And then I will mix them with sour cream sometimes, and it kind of tastes like a really, really good baked potato.
Yeah, granted
Because
the cassava
sour
fries
cream,
like do
yeah.
have some carbs in them, so I'm only when I go those I'm technically going off keto a little bit, but I don't have to be like strictly on keto all the time, so it's fine to occasionally indulge a bit and have a cassava fries.
But yeah, that's the thing is that Dave is balancing like two different diets, and so as long as he's like within the limits of what is healthy for him, he can figure out which diet he wants to go off of. Yeah, cassava. You can get that in the freezer section in a bag of like 5 pounds. Actually, you can get. We used to get cassava root where it had the skin on, and then you peel it off, but that's a ton of work. And so we discovered you can actually just buy the cassava root already peeled in the freezer section, and then you boil it, cut it up, and then turn it into fries or mash potato or hash browns. And it's kind of the best fry ever.
Yeah, it's really versatile. There's a lot of stuff you can do with it. And I think the reason that we go for the cassava fries instead of potatoes is just because potatoes, it's not like cassava are totally ketogenic, but instead of normal starch like potatoes have, cassava has resistant starch, which, as the name implies, it resists breaking down into sugars. Because if you have normal starch, if you don't know it, it's basically just a bunch of sugar molecules kind of stuck together. So as soon as you eat something with regular starch, it just turns into a ton of sugar. So you might as well just be eating sugar. But resistant starch does not break down into sugar as easily, hence the name resistant starch. So you're actually not necessarily spiking your blood sugar with a bunch of glucose and sugar. And so that's
And
why
then what?
I lean towards
Oh,
like sweet potato and cassava instead of traditional potato.
oh yeah, we do sweet potato fries too. He has sweet potato chips, which are a really good treat. But yeah, when we do the cassava fries, we like to do a meat protein on the side, and then the cassava fries absorb the meat juice, and it just turns into just like uh, wonderful stuff.
Well, says you. I like to keep my food separated. You just
Yeah,
turn
you
it
need
all into.
walls.
I don't need walls, but I mean, I at least keep them on separate parts of the plate. I'm not a savage. I'm not like a
No,
brute.
no. And Phil 98 says sweet potato is the best. It is. I never liked it growing up, but that's because my mom didn't cook it right. Really, it was a weird thing at Thanksgiving I was not into. But Dave does a great sweet potato fry, and I think
And
you should put some cinnamon on it now.
Liz's mom is put on blast. On
Well,
stream.
I
Boom.
never had sweet potato growing up except for when it had marshmallow on for Thanksgiving. So
Well, you can't really say that, like, if. On the one hand, let me defend your mother. On the one hand, you're like, my mom did not know how to cook sweet potato right. And then on the other hand, you're like, she never cooked sweet potato for us. Which one is it?
no, but I'm saying when she did for Thanksgiving, it didn't taste good. It didn't taste the way you do it.
Oh. I guess I just don't know the different methods.
Good and bad.
I like to use the good one. That's my favorite.
Liz's mom is not as cool as Fan's mom or Bast's mom. Liz's mom looks like a smaller version of Liz, actually.
A small. She's just a
Yeah,
little me.
yeah, no kidding.
Slightly downsized Liz.
Yeah, and her hair is actually lighter blonde, if you can believe that. Kind of annoyed.
Are you competing with your mom for hair color?
There's no winning this one because she gardens a lot, so she gets the sun on her hair a lot.
I have heard that the sun will actually lighten up hair color. I don't know how
It
true
does.
that is,
It
though.
does bleach, and I just don't have time for that shit. As you can tell out there, EMV says mini mom. You know, I am taller than her.
All right, this one's looking pretty good. I'm gonna get some cell shading on the characters, and then I think we'll be most of the way there.
That's what I thought. I thought this was a really quick one. It still took you an hour and a half, though.
Well, like getting the lines all separated out takes a while.
You did get sketchy, I can tell. Oh, I thought you were going to like put something on the screen with like a lot of glow, like a money symbol and a question mark.
Possibly that might be on the text layer, so I'll mess with that later on.
Oh, that's true. Blue Silver says seems like kids are always taller than the parents. Well, parents shrink. My mom is shrinking, so.
I don't think I'm taller than my dad. My dad's like the tall one. I mean, predictably.
My little brother's taller than me, which is really annoying. But it's a boy-girl thing, so.
I also think, I don't know if this is accurate either, but I wonder if like kids these days tend to be bigger because of like growth hormones in their food supply.
Kids these days. Well, that's our belief on your one brother. Is that, like, he's ginormous. He looks like he eats a lot of chicken nuggets.
I mean, can you blame him?
Now I'm making little eating sounds. You're welcome, everyone.
Yeah, what I didn't know. I didn't really understand what you were doing there.
Lasers, maybe some laser shooting.
No,
I
it's
don't
not
know.
lasers
Maybe-
today, it's eating noises.
Maybe Liz is playing a video game in imaginary math there.
No, that's a calculator. Maybe I should make a little arrow that points to it and says calculator, so people understand
No, it's
my
obvious.
awesome accurate drawing.
No,
Lord,
when the
don't
word
they?
balloons come in, it'll be fine. So I like how Dave, you're using a traditional pencil in here for no reason.
It just translates more immediately as a pen. It's like a symbol of a pencil.
I also like how the room you drew here is actually completely backwards from reality because it's on the left-hand side.
Yeah, but no one else knows that. It's fine.
Okay, it's fine. I know it looked better this way with the room.
I reversed it on purpose, so when the SWAT team comes after me, they'll be like, "Wait, this isn't the floor plan we anticipated," and then that'll give me the edge I need to get shot 3 seconds later than I would have otherwise.
You know, you're making that room look really dark on the left there. I tried to go with a lighter tone, but I didn't want it to crash into the paper. So you're making a very dark gray box, and I don't know about that.
Yeah, I usually have more lights on if I'm drawing, but I need a value contrast between the characters and the backdrop.
I know. I think my pants blended in too much with your couch up there. That's why
Yeah.
I made it a gray so my pants would not blend in. I think you should fix that.
Don't worry, I'll be on top of it. Cell shading will help, and then I think I'm going to put a gradient on the couch too, just to fade it in more.
Yeah, that's probably best. Uh-oh, EMV says, Dave, your drawing of yourself reminds him of Where's Waldo? It's a red, isn't it?
Yeah, probably. I
Yeah,
just
a
gotta
little
get some white stripes on there. It'll be a fait accompli.
Kind of. I was debating on whether
More
or
like
not your
here's
pants...
Waldo.
Yeah, here's Waldo. What a boring book that would be. It's just Waldo walking in the room waving all the time. Here's Waldo.
I've heard of this would be a great follow-up to. Did you hear about the people that took a Where's Waldo book and then they meticulously like edited the book with like little pieces of paper that they would like cut and like paste in there like very meticulously with X-Acto knives and everything, and they edited this Where's Waldo book to remove all of the Waldos from all of the illustrations. So someone at the thrift store is going to get this Where's Waldo book and just torture themselves.
You know
Put
what?
it in the library somewhere.
Yeah.
That'd be better because I've worked at thrift stores. We throw our books out after a while, so that was a waste of time. Nobody's buying a Where's Waldo book.
Funny though. But the converse of that is I love your idea of like a Here's Waldo book where you edit out every single other character in the entire scene. So it's like this huge panoramic image only of Waldo as like this little tiny character in the middle of the, hey, you know. Like it's post-apocalyptic Waldo. Everyone else is just gone.
What if it was all zombies and then there's Waldo? It's like waving.
Where's
with a-
everybody?
Yeah. Here's Waldo. Where's everybody?
Waldo the Fallout edition.
Yeah.
Really, Silver's is just dead stripes to you, and we're pretty much there with the hair and the glasses and the red.
Waldo doesn't have hair, does he? I thought he had like a ball cap. He had like a French.
No,
stripy-
Are you kidding? He has a stocking cap. Do you not remember the animated cartoon?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Waldo has a stocking cap. You don't see if he has hair or not. He's got the stocking cap. It's like a
That's not a-
Frenchy looking.
You
there's like,
just assume that he doesn't have hair because he wears a hat?
I mean, I don't want to make assumptions, but I'm not assuming he does have hair.
He does.
You're assuming that he doesn't have hair.
Listen, the
You're
absence
doing-
of evidence is
you
not
are
evidence.
assuming- You're
Okay.
assuming
No,
you're assuming in the wrong direction.
Dave, you have forgotten the version of Where's Waldo on one page where you have to find his hat.
I don't remember this, and I'm just saying.
And he's missing all of his props.
Listen, if you're saying that there's a version of Waldo where you see his hair, I would have to see it. Right now, I'm agnostic on the topic of where's Waldo's hair, okay? I'm not saying it exists.
You don't seem agnostic.
I'm
You
not
seem
saying
like
it.
you're pushing an agenda, and I don't like it. No.
Well, you're agnostic on where Waldo is. He's like Shroud Nurse Waldo.
Listen,
Not
he could.
sure.
I'm not saying that there is no Waldo, okay? I'm just saying that I haven't seen much evidence of him yet.
That should be your conclusion of the book. Is you just look at each page for 3 seconds. You're like, I'm not sure he's here, and then just keep tracking.
I think it'd
Totally
be great
read
to
that
have a serious YouTube debate, but like back in the day, like in 2009, when they used to have like the atheist versus creationist debates on YouTube. Those are the best. But the topic should be like, is Waldo there?
Who's Waldo?
Oh man, we're getting two conflicting debates on Waldo's hair. So I think Holy Silver and EMV have two different books.
See, like you, and which book is the ultimate authority on Waldo and his status? If
Well, do you remember the Wizard and Wanda? And then there is also a dog.
the
So,
Wizard and Wanda.
Yeah.
What
Wanda is female Waldo.
is this, like woke Waldo? What are we doing here?
Waldo turns out.
Is this the Netflix version of Where's Waldo? Well, I, for one.
No, it was from the cartoon, and you have to find all of them. So there.
It was already enough of a chore trying to find that bastard. Now we gotta find more people. More people are going missing. It's like the missing 411.
right.
Find Waldo,
So
find
any-
Wanda. Like these people are just
Ruben.
vanishing.
Wants to know, what was your favorite toy from your childhood?
Ooh, I think
And ASM does know there was also a dog, and I forget the name of the dog.
there was all these motherfuckers going missing. This is too much. If they like get found, they need to be billed for the search and rescue operation because this is getting ridiculous.
All the search and rescue guys have what? Where's all the books when we're just sitting around
Yeah.
hunting?
As soon as they get the call, it's always during a holiday weekend too. They're just like, "What? Again? No, we just." Then they're like, "Honey."
You know what, Dave? whenever you're like, oh dear God, I have to draw all of these characters in a commission, I think you just think you're lucky stars. You don't have to draw Where's Waldo pages.
I'm just glad I'm not on the search and rescue team. It was like they sign up thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna be saving like kids from Bigfoots or
I think
whatever, and then
I
it's like,
think the
nope, it's
search and
always the
res-
same guy. It probably is
I
search and
think
rescue too. They're always like, it's the same
no.
motherfuckers that just go out there every time.
You know what? Search and rescue is seriously like 7-year-olds.
What, 7-year-olds? I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
those
search
are
and
people
rescue
like
is not a bunch
Waldo.
of 7-year-olds. Like I've never seen
For Waldo, yeah.
movies where it's like 7-year-old search. That sounds like a bad idea. That sounds like it's gonna create more problems than it solves.
I don't know who would put Where's Waldo in a library anyway. This is not about reading.
I mean, I forget if there's words in the books or not. I haven't. It's been a while since I Waldoed.
I think maybe just on the cover.
Oh wait, we're saying Wenda. No, I think that's Wanda. Is
Wenda?
the female Waldo, but also there is Bandit, who is the opposite, who wears yellow and black.
What, really?
I'm just reading chat, and I kind of remember that.
I don't
They
remember
have
any of
a
this.
lot
I
of,
didn't know there was actually lore and like a whole cast. There was like an anti-Waldo, like the Wario of
There was a
Waldos.
cartoon. There was a cartoon, sir.
I feel like
Yeah,
calling him
wizard.
Bandit was a lost opportunity. They should have pulled a Mario and called him Maldo. Where's Maldo?
Hamburglar Waldo says ASM.
But his colors have to also be opposites. It's got to be green and black. It has to,
Why green and black?
because it's the opposite of red and white on the color wheel.
Well, I mean, Waldo is red, white, and blue. So what is the opposite?
Green, black,
Waldo.
and like orange.
I guess. If you want. Oh wait, Bandit is basically his arch enemy.
Yeah, I'm saying Bandit's name. If they haven't done this yet, contact Waldo Incorporated. Tell them that Bandit's name should be Maldo.
Wow, you know what? Everybody, please do not wake up that franchise and tell them it's time for an animated movie, because that would be hell.
No,
That would be hell for those animators.
Oh, do you think anything's going to be animated? It's going to be a glorious live-action adaptation, Liz. Can you wait for the live-action adaptation of Waldo and Wanda, his loving wife? They are married, right? Family values.
I don't
Good.
know. I don't
And
think
then
they are.
his arch
Maybe it's brother and
nemesis,
sister.
Maldo.
It's Bandit.
Maldo.
I really want that to be real.
I know, right? So if Waldo is the hero and he continuously goes missing and makes people find him, what does Maldo do? Like, accurately find him? Is Maldo just a really good search and rescue guy?
Oh no, Maldo is just like the party pooper. Is just like, well, there he is, and ruins it for everybody.
Maldo's like standing back with a laser pointer. There, right there.
Just ruining the fun.
Or is Maldo a guy that like just makes himself the center of every picture? Like he's the opposite of being
no.
hard to find.
Wait a minute. Now EMV is correcting himself. It's Outlaw, not Bandit. So it's Waldo backwards, Dave.
Oh, it
Oddlaw.
is. Oddlaw, not Oddlaw. Okay, that's actually.
That sounds dumber. All right, that's more accurate. I can roll with that.
At least they reversed it in some way. That's good. The Wario technique holds strong.
This is for the advanced readers who found Waldo in the other books and needed more of a challenge.
The
'Cause
deep
I remember
Waldo lore.
This is advanced Waldo. I remember the huge 50 checklist in the back of the book where you had to find like the guy with the glasses and the nose and
The guy with the
mustache or
glasses.
something.
What, Doug
Yeah.
Walker was in these? Was he like time traveling or some shit?
I don't have the list. It's like 50 things you have to find.
Or like that guy with the glasses is in there on page like 37. Spoonie can be found. All of your favorite guys.
Kind of surprised you know who Spoonie is, to be honest.
Yeah, no, when I was in college, that's like we enjoyed one of his videos that I just found hilarious. Your Hunter from the Future.
It's the only one. I think that's the only one Dave knows is your Hunter from the Future. But that pleased him to no end if you haven't seen that one.
It was just it was like in that golden age of the internet where it was just really, really funny. People didn't realize yet that they could use it as a vector to try to kill each other with social, like, crabs in a bucket type of behavior. And people were just posting things like the rainbow cat flying around and, Yata, the Japanese guys in diapers singing that little carefree song, and
They were leaves, Sonny, not diapers.
Strong Bad. I don't have a perfect memory. Strong Bad was on there, and Homestar Runner, but everyone came for Strong Bad. He was the fun one. And yeah, right in that point in time, someone made a review of Your Hunter from the Future, and I thought it was very funny because I'd never heard reviews
remember
of bad movies in that way, quite that way.
I remember Beastmaster. You love Beastmaster.
Oh yeah, Beastmaster. I think that was another Spoonie review. So yeah, I didn't like keep up with all of his shenanigans after that, but I just remember there's some pretty fun reviews back in the olden days. The elder days of the internet.
Note, I almost have pants like that, except they don't have the green part on them. Those are actually black with black. So I just want to match to make fancy. Making up pants that don't exist. Best thing I could do. I could make them green, but I just don't want to mess with them.
It's time for Pants Talk with Liz.
They're badass. Well, you're the one coloring them.
You got like something against legs or something?
Him or me?
Leg obsession.
No, it's just on screen right now. And he's the one flashing his legs.
Last time I ever draw legs, ever again. Not gonna draw legs anymore now.
You're gonna do like the artist thing of just cutting them out of every single shot.
Yeah, every shot's gonna be just happen to be frames like, oh look, not only do I cut off the hands and the feet, also the legs do not make it onto the frame. Oopsie. Guess we can't talk about how much leg hair I did or did not draw.
That sounds like a cool idea for a comic. A comic where it's like, I don't really feel like drawing bodies. So everything is just a close-up shot of the face. Or I
We
guess
actually
just
call
other
those
shit.
we actually call those in the comic field talking heads.
A little bit is
I've
good.
seen many a comic do that. Yeah, a little bit
The
can be
Max
okay,
Headroom comic.
but talking heads goes a little too far in comics, especially the weekly ones.
Well, I don't know. It depends. Like, I think on social media, what was it, last month? There was like a Spider-Man comic that people were showing off, and oh my god, that had one of the worst cases of just talking heads that I've ever seen. Like, page after page after page after page, where it was just a grid of panel layout, where it's just nothing but a bunch of little squares, and in every square, close up, close up, close up, close up, close up, close up, like page after page, where you're just looking at like heads and squares, and it's just like Marvel. You guys are you're the legacy corporation. You're supposed to be the pros at this. This is like the most amateur webcomic looking layouts I've ever seen. It's crazy.
And the fans were making fun of it. All right, Dave, we got about 12 minutes to end of show. Are you gonna show some stuff?
Ooh, I think it might be coming up on the show and tell time actually. So yeah, let me just finish.
That's what she's trying to say.
Yeah, let me just finish cell shading on these characters because I'll be done with this cell shading in like 5 minutes, and then I believe we've got a little something from Mamo for you guys to enjoy. Yet again, Mamo has come through and created a little episode for you to all have fun with.
And I'm sure it'll be on his YouTube later. I don't have the link.
Yeah, actually, I should, when I'm showing his thing, I should dig up the link so I can find it.
I think I might be able to find it actually. It's like MMH or something, I think.
Yeah, if you look up MMH on... Oh, you got it? Cool. So yeah, so if all of you in the chat, if you're like, wait, Mamo has a YouTube, where can I find it? We'll slap the link in the Picardo chat.
Oh yes, Mamo, we actually got an email from someone very concerned that someone is using our characters for AI videos. So if you know who that is, they're getting around.
Get around.
You got an email from who?
I don't know, someone that was just like,
person.
oh hey, were you aware that
Very
someone
concerned.
has a YouTube channel and they're making some stuff of your characters using AI, and so they're just like notifying us. They weren't saying anything mean or anything, but it's just kind of nice knowing
This
that
was
Mamo's getting
They
around.
needed us to
Just
know.
a
just in
random
case we were-
concerned citizen?
Yeah, very concerned.
Yeah, just random concerned citizen. It happens sometimes.
That was awful fast. Maybe I don't know who Mamo has shared his link to, but man, that's quick.
He got a lot of views on one of them. I thought it was like 1.2K or something.
Oh, that's great for like for a new channel.
Oh.
I mean, even for our channel,
Awesome.
it's pretty small. It's a pretty solid number of views.
Yeah, he's getting around.
I would love to know where that person came from. Like, how did they discover the content? Were they just looking around on? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Mamo can look at his analytics.
I mean, I know
Oh.
people that are familiar with us on stream understand that we don't really vilify the technology that much.
Accuse me of using AI. He says.
They accuse
Uh,
Mammo. They accuse Mammo of a lot of things.
Nothing gets past you, fellas. Yeah, there really isn't a response, Mamo. I don't know. Just I'm sure some people just look at this and they don't think about it too much, and they're just like, "Oh my God, somebody might have their art being stolen." But it's seeing all the shit I see about people like bitching about AI online. It's hard for me to believe that most of them don't just like they're not just angry about it. Like they're not just somebody who for some reason just wants AI to explode.
I think I don't know. Usually online, like maybe I'm silly and I'll be wrong more often than not, but I like to assume that people aren't angry unless they actually come out and like clarify that, because it can get so easy to be like, oh, everything is polarized and people are always like biting at each other, but not everyone is. So sometimes a person can just be like, you know, bringing something up, maybe they're being totally like chill about it, they're just like, oh, I wasn't sure if you were aware of this, and then if you like snap at them like they're part of this ridiculous dialectic just because you're used to other people being part of it, you know, it's sort of like you can get oversensitized to it. So I like to just sort of like treat everyone as though what they're doing is at face value if I can, because that's easier, and then I always get surprised when people are malevolent. It's awesome.
Oh yeah. Well, Mammo's having some entertainment with it, so that's nice.
Woo! Speaking of entertainment.
Oh, hold on a second. Question for you.
Yeah.
Okay, on the topic of fan art, is it fine to make 3D models of the characters? Let me look at this one.
3D models of the character.
And have them eventually be public as an actual models for animation, not AI. Well, we want to see that if you do that.
I would say, generally speaking, our rule of thumb for fan art and stuff is we want people to be able to make stuff and have fun, and as long as it's not like commercialized and people are not making like transactions and profit and like selling stuff, you know, if someone is like mass producing merchandise that's of our characters, then it's like we probably need to do something to be like, hey, you need to make sure that there's a licensing arrangement so everyone's rights are being respected, yada yada. But if people are just like commissioning characters or creating art of the characters, and I would consider 3D models to be art of the characters, I don't know, it's just more people making more stuff. If it's all for fun, then we're kind of cool with it.
People have done it before. People have, I saw 3D model Vanth, and they're making like their own little Vanth figurine. And they're painting it. Whatever, have fun.
Yeah, if you're,
I want to see it. I'm curious.
If you're ever uncertain too, you can just email us vivid@vividpub, and we could let you know. You know, it's like, oh yeah, that's like thumbs up or thumbs down or whatever. All right.
Mammo says one of his videos got 40K on. Episode 3 reached 40K views.
Hey, nice. Great work, Mammo.
Congratulations.
Based.
Mammo's racking up the scores. One of my lures reached 300K generations now. Badass. Good job, Mammo.
Oh, Ori says
300,000 generations.
Yeah. What they don't know is that's actually all me making every one of them with my many accounts.
Yes. Dave is liking every single one of his things to build up his like count.
Yeah,
pumping the numbers up.
All 40,000 of those views, that's me just making sure that I get the number up there. Just refreshing a lot of times. I'm a bot farm of 1. Anyways, it's going to take me just a moment to actually set this thing up to the right new file. There, that's the new one. Okay. All right, so we are ready for some show and tell. You guys get ready. Here's the latest
Refresh the stream.
Latest episode from Mammo. Yeah, refresh the stream. Here it goes. Oops, sorry about that. I had the audio turned off on it. Let me start it again. This is really cool. Like, just the continuity of the environments is pretty impressive.
What?
Oh, it's like Paige is directing how the series is going. And
Oh God. What are they doing to Mace?
It's glitching out. She's got to get good at AI. Oh shit. Paige is the reason why RAM is so expensive now.
Oh no.
What'd
Oh
she-
God. Paige, no. What are you doing?
No, that's not.
Oh, stop! Stop what you're doing, young man.
I've never heard of that. Is that a good fix? Microwaving a graphics card?
It's called reflowing solder. What?
She's got to buy a new computer. That graphics card is toast. This is really cute. There's like a whole little story here.
Yeah. What?
Uh-oh.
Chinese. I wish Hazen were here. to Maybe translate for us.
The end. That was amazing, man. Well, you're like, I don't know. That was I love the some random shit episodes, but this was more of like a little story. This is like a cute little story that was able to be followed the whole way through. So I don't know. This is just fun. This is really really fun to watch. Thank you for making this and sharing it with us.
Yeah, that's what's getting really impressive about the modern AI stuff. It's like when it first like the video stuff specifically, when it first came out, people were just kind of impressed that you could make a video of anything, and then it got to a point where you could make something look kind of good, and now it's getting to a point where it like understands spatial relationships, and like somebody can make a turn and there's not just like an alien behind them or whatever.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
can have like you can actually, something that you can do with Minimax is you can just give it references to things, and it won't like normally it's either text to image where you can only use text to generate something, or you give it an image and it just replicates that image and then sort of continues it. But Minimax lets you just say like, here's like multiple pictures of a thing. I want this to be in a totally new place, and it will do that. And that's the most impressive video AI stuff I've seen so far. So now it's like it's feasible to take multiple clips and actually stitch them together and have everything like look consistent and people sound consistent and stuff.
Yeah, I've shared a link to Mamo's YouTube. I think that's the right link in the Picardo chat. So if anyone's like, how do I want to see that again? How can I see it again? Check out youtube.com/@mmh_AI. That was really cool. Thank you
Good
for
stuff.
even the fact that she starts out in one setting, like I feel like the emotional range is getting pretty decent too, because the character's emotions were telling the whole story about how she felt and her reaction to things, and like even I feel like a year or two ago, the emotional expressiveness would be sort of like so generic and wooden that something like this wouldn't really work that well. So it's really nice to see the technology becoming more fluent in, you know, letting people get their animation stuff brought to life in a more and more appealing way. So
But Dave, the 40K views are your views. How are you gonna get those?
oh yeah, you're right. Oh, grr, you got
Now give
views on
those to me right now.
you got views on your thing? Unga bunga. Views all belong to me. Grr.
Views are liquid. You can just pour them in other shit if you want. That's what I heard.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I don't have a
Mamo, please mail your views to PO Box 1201,
hand over those views.
Monroe, Michigan 48161.
Stick them up. Put the views in the sack, or else. I'm gonna kick
Well,
it.
I have to say something because now I do feel responsible for Mamo making episodes every stream. I don't I don't control anything. So if I say, just in case you ever thought, oh my God, Gabe said that he's got to, I have to make more videos. Well, I definitely have to. No one gives a shit what I think. So do not do that on
This
my
is
account.
true. No, Gabe,
Dave
I don't think Mamo thinks that. I
I
really
don't
think
I don't know what he
Gabe's
thinks.
sincere worried.
I'm just making jokes. Please do not overwork yourself and like rush to get these done. That's, as far as I'm concerned, you can do them whenever you want.
It's gonna cost
Dave,
you in the
on
next
the other
video.
hand, Dave probably does want you to do several per stream. So you know, direct that towards him, send him emails, do all that
just,
to him.
Just remember, if you make a lot of little videos, you can cut them together, make one Mamo movie.
I still think like it's crazy that there are like weekly videos being produced with this quality of animation. I mean, again, maybe broken record, but before the technology was here, it would just be like impossible for these videos to even exist at all. So it's nice that there's the ability for someone to make some cool stuff like in an actual viable way.
He says he's used a lot of site credits, so he doesn't know about Monday, but we'll see. That's okay. No rush. Don't listen to Gabe.
Yeah, meanwhile, if everyone
no one ever does.
in the kindest way possible, no one gives a fuck about this Gabe guy.
However, we're over time.
We are over time. So thank you, Mamo, for giving us a really fun little show and tell finale here. You guys check out his YouTube. Again, the link is in the Picardo chat. And look forward to some pro art tips for the future as we update. One of our updates will be this pretty soon because it's fun. So, any final words before we conclude the stream?
Don't forget to pay tribute to Xeno before you log off for tonight.
And do remember, get in touch with Scholastic and advocate for Maldo. I think that this is a good branding change for Waldo's nemesis.
I'm pretty sure when Waldo is trapped in a room with a lot of people, that is the Maldo.
Yeah,
that is an amazing idea for maybe the next Mamo video. Is to make it wear Maldo.
I'm not even sure it's Scholastic, Dave. I don't know if that's Scholastic.
I don't know. I'm just making it up. Oh, thank you for the links, Aralas. So if anyone's like, hey, where can I find more stuff? There's more stuff to keep you entertained.
Including Mamo's channel.
That's right. But this is it for tonight. Everyone have a really, really magical, good weekend. Behave yourselves. Don't. I hope you don't. Whoever your name is inverted, I hope you don't run into them. And we'll see you on Monday. Stream ends in 5, 4, 3, 2,